sitting here with Suzanne, who finished our ChiroThin program and lost over 20 pounds, but she's going to share her story today and let you know what the real benefits of this program was for her. So can you just share with us why you decided to start ChiroThin?
Everything that I've been doing for myself to be healthy had not been working, and in the last year I had come down with an illness called Guillain-Barré syndrome, and it just completely wiped out my neurological system. Coming back from that's been really hard.
Yes.
A friend of mine told me about the ChiroThin program and how it just changes your life.
Yeah.
And so that's why I started doing it.
I love that. So when you came in to start the program, what kind of what things were you struggling with?
Well, first of all, overweight.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of nerve pain, like
Yes.
ridiculous amount of pain that made me just want to lay on the couch all day.
Yeah.
And then I was craving a lot of different foods because, like, obviously when you're unhealthy, you crave unhealthy foods.
Right.
And so it was just making matters worse. And then I also had psoriasis that I've had for years.
Okay.
And then just overall just agitation and unhealthiness.
Right. So someone who may not know a lot about ChiroThin and the program, when they come into our office, what they learn is you get health coaching through the whole program.
Yes.
So you were looking at, we were detoxing you, we were dealing with sugar cravings,
Mm-hmm.
you were dealing with emotional things that were coming up during the weight loss. Could you share some of that?
I had a lot of emotional stuff going on. With my childhood, with just becoming an adult, a lot of different things going on where I had a lot of trust issues.
Right.
I had a lot of problems with my own body because of my psoriasis.
Right.
And then just I've always kind of been overweight, and having problems with that. And so with all of that together, I just have really been an emotional wreck where, like, I've been living in the past and afraid of the future and not living for today. And going through this detox and going through this cleanse, I've learned so much about myself that I'm finally able to live for today.
So there was a breakthrough for you.
Yes.
And I think that people realize that losing weight isn't just about the food. That's a huge part of it. It's about mindfulness, isn't it? And kind of connecting why we eat, what we eat, and also what our weight means to us.
Yes.
Whether it's protecting us from something or whatever our connections are with it. So this breakthrough for you, when did you start to notice some changes in your body? Were there some physical changes you noticed right away?
Yes, within the first week I was like 2 pant sizes down.
That's amazing.
I wasn't going into the closet going, why aren't these things fitting? I was like, dang, all these are fitting.
Yes. Well, and the interesting thing for you, I know, is you were very toxically overloaded. There was a lot of inflammation.
A lot of inflammation.
That was part of what was changing very quickly for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. In my daily diet, I was eating a lot of things that are bad for your body that make it more inflamed.
Yes.
And that's something that I had learned to kind of cut out, But there was times where my face was turning bright red and I was calling you going, what's wrong with me? Like, why is all of this happening?
Yes.
But during the detox, you realize that it's all coming out.
That's right. It's finding its way to escape.
Yes.
And the coaching part, did that feel like, knowing that you had someone walking this journey with you, did that make a difference for you?
A huge difference, because you're not on your own on the phone going, what's going on to Google. You're literally talking to somebody who knows how to help you.
Right.
And not just knows how to help you, but educates you so that you know how to help yourself in the future.
Right. Which is what you did. I mean, because you did the work in this, and that's what was so amazing. So with the psoriasis, what have you noticed with that?
Okay, so the detox has helped. It had a lot of the chemical imbalances coming out, but what I've noticed is that with the minerals, adding the minerals to my diet, which is something I've never done.
Right, and so what we do in our ChiroThin program is we add pink Himalayan salts and trace minerals, and this helps you hydrate on that cellular level.
Yes.
So how did that respond in your body? What did you notice?
I've noticed that a lot of my psoriasis is gone.
Wow.
Where there was huge, thick, scaly patches.
Yes.
Is now smooth skin.
Amazing.
And for instance, I used to never wear shorts because my knees had psoriasis and it was very embarrassing for me. And now I can't wait for summer because it's gone.
Talk about changing your quality of life.
Yes.
That's phenomenal. And what a commitment you've made to your own health and knowing, and I think that's what happens. Sometimes people hit a brick wall, and your illness was that for you, wasn't it? It was like
Yes.
the wake-up call.
Yes.
Yeah. And so how has it been off the program now and working, sort of maintaining? How has that been for you, especially during the holidays?
You know, maintaining is easy because you know that, like, if you, basically you're taught that if you're going to make those mistakes and have that cookie,
Yeah.
by the time you're putting it to your lips, you had that taste and you're like, you're putting it away.
Yeah.
You know, because you know that you need to change that about yourself.
Right.
You know,
Well,
and
the
that,
cravings are probably gone on
Yes.
some level too, because you've managed the sugar
Yes.
addiction. Yeah.
Yes.
That's huge.
I find myself, if I'm gonna do anything, it's like a bite of a chocolate
Yeah.
instead of like the cake.
So there's the difference too, right? Again, this
Yes.
gets back to the mindfulness piece, and I think that's
Exactly.
all the connecting all those dots. So if someone were to come to you now and say, "What is this ChiroThin program?" How would you describe it to them? Is
You
it
know,
just a diet?
It is not just a diet. That's what I explain to people that I've already talked to, that it is not a diet, it is a lifestyle change, and it's becoming, like you said, mindful about what you're putting in your body
Yeah.
and how you need to change your life to
Yes.
be able to be a healthier person.
I love it. Love it. More energy? Do you notice that? Do you notice
A lot more energy.
Sleeping better?
Yes.
Yeah. And I know you have a little one, and that was one thing you came in is just wanting to keep up with him.
Yes.
So I can see it. Even just the sparkle in your eye. You know, that's when we really clean our bodies out and kind of reboot the system. It
Mhm.
changes everything.
It does.
Yeah.
And especially with my son, you know, he's so active.
Yeah.
I found myself before going, come on, I just need a break. I have to have this break.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, well, you obviously need to get some energy out. Let's go out to the trampoline.
Wow. That's amazing. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You did a beautiful job, and it was really a pleasure working with you.
You too.
Thank you.